It is Friday, April 16th, 2021, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we'll look back on last night's racing, including a wild finish to the All-Stars at Virginia Motor Speedway. We'll then get you ready for a busy race weekend that includes the Outlaws, All-Stars, Lucas, USAC, and more. Let's jump in. The All-Star Circuit of Champions kicked off a 4-race weekend last night with a 12,000 to win show at Virginia Motor Speedway. We watched it live with some folks on a YouTube watch party. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. As for the race itself, it turned into a wild affair. Corey Eliason led much of the feature from the pole, with Justin Peck running him down from 6th and applying the pressure through much of the second half. But things got ugly inside 10 to go. The track took rubber and the battle of attrition was on. At the end, we only had 13 of 24 cars still running, with names like Eliason, Rico Abreu, Hunter Schoenberg, Ian Madsen, Anthony Macri, and more in the infield with popped right rear tires. Eliason, losing his right rear, handed the lead to Justin Peck, who looked like he might come out on top, but in turn 4, coming to the checkered, his right rear gave out, and that let 8th starting Tony Stewart by to take the win. Kerry Madsen survived to finish 2nd. Peck limped to 3rd, with Chase Dietz and Paul McMahon rounding out the top 5. The win was the 6th career All-Star win for Stewart, who also owns the series. It was certainly a tough break for Eliason, who dominated much of the night, only to end up 19th. Following the race, Peck still leads the point standings over Zeb Wise, Brent Marks, Tyler Courtney, and Hunter Schoenberg. Eliason is back to 6th. There is still plenty more racing to come for the All-Stars, though, with the series headed to Williams Grove tonight, Port Royal on Saturday, and Bedford on Sunday. Looking at weekend win predictions, Kyle Larson is the favorite for tonight at the Grove, and he will actually be in attendance. He ran last night's late model race at Tyler County. More on that in a bit. He's running tonight at the Grove in the Silva 57, Saturday at Hagerstown in the Lucas late model race, and then back to his NASCAR job on Sunday at Richmond. Lance DeWeese trails Larson in win chances for tonight. For tomorrow at Port Royal, Lance DeWeese is the projected favorite by the DIRTRACKR.com analytics prediction formula, with Brent Marks and Danny Dietrich trailing him in win chances. DeWeese has won the previous 2 All-Star races at Port Royal, including the Tuscarora 50 last season. And for Sunday at Bedford, the formula likes Danny Dietrich for the win. He has 2 top 5s in the All-Stars' previous 2 trips to the track, including finishing 2nd to Aaron Reitzel there in August last season. If you can't be at the Central Pennsylvania tracks this weekend to watch the All-Stars, they will be streaming live on Flow Racing. The Flow Racing Night in America Late Model Series got their 2021 midweek schedule underway last night with the opener at Tyler County Speedway in West Virginia. At the end of the 40-lapper, it was Jonathan Davenport who was standing in victory lane with the $10,000 check. He kept Tyler Erb and Kyle Larson at bay to lead every lap for the opening night win. Davenport had to fight off Larson earlier in the night in a fantastic heat race, and he jumped to the lead right at the start over pole sitter Jacob Hawkins. Erb started 4th and Larson 5th, but they couldn't run Superman down in the closing laps. Mason Ziegler and Hawkins rounded out the top 5. The Flow Racing Night in America Late Models return next Wednesday night at Atomic Speedway for $22,000 to win. You can, of course, watch live on Flow Racing. In MLRA late model action last night, Billy Moyer Sr. scored the $5,000 win at Davenport, topping Jason Papich, Brian Shirley, Ashton Winger, and Terry Phillips. That's 3 different winners through 3 race nights now for the MLRA. The series continues their busy week of racing tonight and tomorrow at 34 Raceway in Iowa for the Slocum 50 weekend. You can watch that live on Flow Racing as well. The World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series was supposed to be racing twice this weekend, but weather has forced the postponement of tonight's action from Lawton Speedway in Oklahoma. That leaves just Saturday night at Devil's Bowl in Texas on the schedule. James McFadden and Carson Macedo split the wins last weekend at Kokomo and Hobstadt, and Brad Sweet enters the weekend with a 92-point advantage over Sheldon Haudenschild. Devil's Bowl Speedway is always a fun place to visit for the series, being as how it was the site of the very first World of Outlaws event back in 1978. Lately, the track has belonged to Logan Schuchart. He's won the last 2 races there in 2020 and 2019 and finished 4th and 2nd at the track in 2018. A bit surprisingly, though, he is not the favorite for tomorrow according to the prediction formula. His finishes of 19th and 22nd last weekend in Indiana have dropped him below Brad Sweet in win chances. Sweet is the favorite with Schuchart 2nd and Carson Macedo and David Gravel neck and neck for 3rd. I would also watch out for James McFadden this weekend. He nearly won both races a week ago and has been hot since joining the Outlaws this season. He's finished top 5 in 4 of his last 5 races, and without issues at Peevely on April 2nd, it might easily be 5 for 5. We'll also be watching to see if Donnie Schatz can break out of his funk and get his 2021 pointed back in the right direction. He has 5 straight finishes outside the top 10, and he's now gone 20 World of Outlaws races without a win. If you can't be at Devil's Bowl on Saturday, you can watch live on Dirt Vision with your Fast Pass. If you're looking for some late model racing this weekend, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is back in action after several weeks off. They will be at Hagerstown Speedway in Maryland tomorrow and Port Royal Speedway in Pennsylvania on Sunday. Hudson O'Neal is the most recent race winner back on March 21st at Atomic Speedway, and he's also the points leader by 45 markers over Devin Moran. Tim McCready, Kyle Bronson, and Brandon Shepard round out the top 5. Like I said earlier, Kyle Larson will be in attendance tomorrow at Hagerstown, driving the K&L Rumley 6 car again. Jonathan Davenport is the most recent winner at Hagerstown back in 2019, while Kyle Larson and Tim McCready won at Port Royal with Lucas in 2020. So far this season, through 10 races, we've had 8 different winners, with O'Neal and Tyler Erb the only drivers with multiple wins. Moran leads all drivers with 6 top 5s, and Brandon Overton has the most top 10s with 8. The battle for this Lucas Championship still feels very wide open, and if somebody could get hot, they could easily rise up and take control of this fight. Even though he's third, I feel like McCready might just be the favorite here with his experience. O'Neal has been good to start the season, but can he keep it up? That is the question. The Lucas races this weekend will be streamed live on MAV TV+. Also in action this weekend for 3 shows in Indiana are the USAC National Sprint Cars. They are at Bloomington Speedway tonight, Tri-State Speedway tomorrow, and Paragon Speedway on Sunday. Kevin Thomas Jr., Justin Grant, and Brady Bacon have won the 3 shows so far in 2021, and Bacon currently leads the point standings by 4 over Justin Grant. CJ Leary, Chris Wyndham, and KTJ round out the top 5. Bloomington and Hobstadt are pretty regular stops for the series, but Sunday's trip to Paragon will be the first for the USAC Sprint Cars since July 25th, 1998. So we'll most likely see a first-time USAC winner at Paragon, but several drivers in the field do have success at the 3/8 mile track, including AJ Hopkins, Dave Darland, Kyle Cummins, Chase Stockin, and Chris Wyndham. As for Bloomington tonight, Wyndham is the most recent winner there back on September 11th last year. And Steven Schnapp, Kyle Cummins, and Chase Stockin picked up Hobstadt wins in 2020. Brady Bacon continues to be the man to beat here, though. He hasn't finished outside the top 10 in 14 races, with his last 6 starts producing 2 wins, 3 seconds, and a 4th. His average finish over the previous 10 races is an incredible 2.7. If you can attend the USAC Sprint Car shows this weekend, watch live all weekend long on Flow Racing. A little bit of news this morning. When the NASCAR trucks head to Knoxville in July for their second dirt race of the season, we'll have at least one dirt racing ringer in the field. Kyle Busch Motorsports announced this morning that sprint car driver Brian Brown will pilot the number 51 truck in the event with backing from Casey's General Stores and Rowdy Energy Drink. Brown is a multi-time Knoxville track champion and has World of Outlaws wins on his resume. This will be Brown's first ever start in a NASCAR event. There have been some rumors about this for a while, and the announcement kind of seemed inevitable with Brown's partnership with Kyle Busch's Rowdy Energy this season on his sprint car. Knoxville's weekly season opens tomorrow night, while Brown has already made 11 World of Outlaws starts in 2021. He has a best finish of 9th at Peevely. Make sure before you head out this weekend that you check to make sure your track or series is still running. We've already had several cancellations and postponements this weekend. Like I said, including the Outlaws at Lawton, Power Eye Midgets at I-30, and Lernerville and Bedford have both postponed for this weekend as well. If you can't make it to the track today, there are 19 shows on the streaming schedule. Flow Racing has the USAC Sprint Cars from Bloomington, All-Stars of Williams Grove, MLRA Late Models at 34 Raceway, and a bunch more. Dirt Vision has weekly action from Attica. Dirt Track Digest TV has weekly racing from Big Diamond, and Speed Sport has a ton of stuff from across the country. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit DIRTRACKR.com/watch tonight. Looking towards the weekend, there's something like 70 different races across the different providers. So there'll be plenty of things to watch on the streaming services for the next few days. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Friday and a good weekend. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily where you get podcasts, plus YouTube and Facebook. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and leave a review. You can email the show at info@dirtracker.com. I check those every single day. You can follow DIRTRACKR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at DIRTRACKR. And you can check out the website for all kinds of cool dirt racing stuff by visiting DIRTRACKR.com. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you on Monday for more DIRTRACKR Daily.